This is a short and low pressure improvisational challenge that you can join even if you haven't seen any of the previous videos. Think of these as little bite-sized musical ideas that you can take and go from playing virtually nothing to playing something absolutely beautiful. In today's video, and by the end of the video, you will be playing something gorgeous in A minor, and we're only going to be using 5 notes in the right hand. We're going to be playing in the key of A minor, and all we have to remember to play in A minor is that we're playing the white notes between A and A. If you play any black notes, you're playing it wrong, but that's it. In our left hand, we can do one of two things. You can either play the A minor chord, which is A, C, and E, with your 1, 3, and 5 finger, thumb, middle finger, pinky, or you can play an octave, which represents the chord. And we're not even moving anywhere besides just doing one of those two choices. Now in your right hand, we started in a 5-finger position where we did A, B, C, D, E. And then we put our left hand together with it. And then you can do that in any order. So today I'm actually teaching 5 different notes that are not the first 5 notes in order. And here's what they are. We're going to do A, C, D, E, and G. Okay, so the ones that we're skipping in the A minor scale are the B and the F for today. So we're only doing those 5 notes. So what I want you to do is just start out where we lay our fingers on those 5 notes. So we have A, C, 3 on D, 4 on E, and 5, skipping that F, and going to the G. Now, if you were to just lay your hands like this, it's a little bit of an awkward situation there. So I want you to think of the neutrality of your hand. So when we make our hands neutral, they just kind of, if they just fell, you could tell that our fingers are not really separated. We don't have them apart like this. So what I want you to do is we're going to be traveling using this part of our wrist to travel up to that G. So here's what we're going to do. Let's put our thumb on the A, and I've got about A, C, and D here. And then as we move along to the G, the 5 finger or the pinky is going to hit the G. So it'll be like this. And then we come back. And I just want you to practice that a few times, and you don't have to go as fast as I am. You can just go slowly, and you're going to focus on those relaxed fingers also. So after you've practiced that a few times, we're going to immediately put our hands together. And this time I'm going to alternate between doing whole notes, which is 4 beats, of either the A minor chord or the octave. And let's put this together. Now, right now, that sounds like a little bit of an exercise, but you can also hear the potential, right, of those 5 notes. Now, the beauty of the pentatonic scale is the fact that any notes that you press together or alone are going to sound great. So the next thing that we're going to do, instead of going in order, we're going to now play only those notes, but let's change the order a little bit so it can sound something like this. So I'm going to keep everything in a steady beat, and this is using quarter notes. So quarter notes are 1 beat each. So I'm going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We have that. We're going to put it together with our 4 beats in our left hand and quarter notes in our right hand. And if you make sure that you'll always end on the A, it'll sound like your little song has come home. So now the next step is to get some different rhythms involved. So let's try this out. So now I'm going to show you just some different rhythm combinations that you can use. Let's try a short, long, short, long. Or you can just kind of do some shorts and longs together. So now that you've experimented with some different rhythmic patterns, let's put it together with our left hand. Now this time, instead of changing from the A minor chord to the octave, I'm just going to stick with the octave so that it's nice and clean and we're focusing on different rhythms in our right hand. And then if you didn't like that, or maybe you did love it, then you can try something again. Let's try something a little bit slower this time. So you've experimented with our right hand patterns and our right hand rhythms. And now we're going to try more than one note at the same time. Here's where I really love the pentatonic scale and where it really shines. So we're going to start with A, we're going to end with A, but we're going to combine any number of notes. And anything that you play together within the pentatonic scale is going to sound great. Let me prove it to you. I'm going to do all of the different notes with A so that you can hear it. And then there's an octave. So all of those sounded really cool. Even this one, which is a clashing sound, but it still sounds great within the context of our song. All right, now let's try different things with C. And some different things with D. And so now you know that everything sounds great. So now let's just try adding two notes at the same time. Don't get too stuck on which finger plays which note. Just whichever is there at the time will be wonderful. And all I'm going to do in the same thing, I'm not changing up the left hand at all yet. We're only going to do this octave. Okay, so now it's time to combine all of those things. So the only thing that we're going to do in our left hand is the octave. In the right hand, we're going to do different rhythms. We're going to put some notes together, some notes not together, and let's see what kind of a song we can come up with for today. So have you ever heard of the pentatonic scale before? Let me know in the comments below if this is your first time using this magical scale. I absolutely love it. If you like the idea of the pentatonic scale and want to try it in another key, go ahead and check out this video. Remember that even if you only practice this week, you are a winner.